Hello everyone. Now our next topic is page translation mechanism. We have discussed in last lecture segment translation mechanism and component related to segment translation like descriptor, descriptor table, registers and segment registers. So these are components related to segment translation mechanism. And we have discussed in segment translation mechanism, we convert logical address into linear address. Now, this is the second step of of address translation mechanism. In the second step, we convert linear address into physical address. And for converting linear address into physical address, we are using page translation mechanism. So in this lecture, we will discuss page translation mechanism. The first point is the PG bit must be set if the operating system is to implement multiple virtual 8086 tasks, page-oriented protection or page-oriented virtual memory. What does that mean? Means in an address translation mechanism, when we divide it into two parts, segment translation and page translation, then page translation is the optional part and it depends on PG bit. PG bit basically reside into control register 0, CR0 register. So, if the PG bit is set to 0, in that case, your page translation mechanism is disabled and you will not convert linear address into physical address. In that case, your linear address is treated like a physical address. But if your PG bit is set to 1 in control register 0, in that case, you will perform page translation mechanism. And when you perform page translation mechanism, in that case you will convert linear address into physical address. And in what cases you will perform page translation? When multiple virtual 8086 tasks, when you implement page oriented protection, when you implement, or page oriented virtual memory when you implement. In these cases you will perform page translation mechanism, because if you don't have multiple tasks, then in that case there is no need to perform multiple virtual 8086 tasks. If you don't have, in that case there is no need to perform page translation. Then a page frame is a 4K byte unit of contiguous address of physical memory. So in a page frame address table, pages is located or arranged in a 4K byte unit of contiguous address. Means in a contiguous type, pages are arranged in a page frame address table. Each page size is fixed, that is 4K byte. Then page begin on 4K byte boundaries are fixed in size. Means when you divide your memory into different parts, then in that case your different parts have different size, but pages have a fixed size. We discussed in first unit, when you divide your memory into different type of segments, into different type of parts, these parts are we called segment, and these are different type of segment, different size of segment. Your small segment size can be 1 byte and maximum size segment can be 4 gigabyte. Means for proper utilization of your memory, you divide your memory into different type of segments, and these segments are different size, have a different size. But when you divide these segments into pages, then each page have a fixed size, and page size is 4K byte. And this question comes many times in your online examination also, or in theory examination also, when page translation mechanism comes, or any question related to page translation mechanism, when they ask, at the time they will definitely ask about the page size. So your page size is 4K byte and it is fixed. Now in this slide you can see your linear address. A linear address refers indirectly to a physical address by specifying a page table, a page within that table and an offset within that page. So this is your linear address. It is a 32-bit address and you divide it into three parts: directory part, page part and offset part. Directory part is 10-bit part, page part is also 10-bit part, and offset part is your 12-bit part. You can see in this diagram also. The processor convert the directory page and offset fields of a linear address into physical address by consulting two labels of page table. So basically, two label page table we are using for converting linear address into physical address, or in that case we will use page directory entry table and page table entry table. Now in this slide you can see the diagram. Linear address, you convert it into three parts: directory part, page part and offset part. This directory part is your 10-bit field, this page part is your also 10-bit field, and this offset part is your 12-bit field. This 10 part, basically 10-bit, behave or work like a indexing part for the page table, page directory entry table. This 10-bit behave or treated for indexing in a page table entry table, and offset it, this bit basically we using for indexing in a page frame entry table. So linear address into physical address, how you convert? The addressing mechanism used directory, dir, directory field as an index into a page directory. So these 10 bits basically we are using as an index for the page directory entry table. Then page field we are using as an index for a page table entry table. Then offset field of a address, a byte within the page determined by the page table. What does that mean? This is your linear address. You divide it into three parts: directory, page and offset part. This is your 10-bit field, this is your 10-bit field, and this is your 12-bit field. This 10-bit field indicate indirectly the size of that table. What is the size of that table? To the power 10 means 1024 total number of entries you can contain here. Then here also page part is also 10-bit part. So this indicates the size of that table. And what is the size of that table? How many entries you will contain into that table. That is the size of that table. And 10-bit part we are using as an index for that table. That means to the power 10 total number of entries we can contain into page table. Then now page directory entry table base address. How you will get the base address for the page directory entry table? So we are using a control register 3. When we discuss control register, you have a 4 control register in a processor 80386 from CR0 to CR3. CR0 register we have discussed so many times for the paging, for protection enable, like that. And CR3 register we have discussed for the page directory base address register. So this is the PDBR register, page directory base address register. This register basically provide the base address for that table. For what table? Page directory entry table. So CR3 register provide the base address of that table. When we add this base address with the indexing part, means with the value of this, then you will get the particular directory which you want to find out. This directory basically provide the base address of next table, and next table is your page table entry table. When you add this base address with the offset value, then offset value means this 10-bit part. So when you add this value with the base address, then you will get the particular or required PG table entry. Then page table entry provide the base address of the last table, that is your page frame address table. When you add this base address with the offset value, in that case you will find out the particular page in the memory. So this is your physical address. Now like that you will convert linear address into physical address. Now we will discuss one by one page table. So page table is simply an array of 32-bit page specifier. Two labels of tables are used to address a page of memory. At the higher level is a page directory. The page directory address up to 1K page table of the second level. A page table of the second level address up to 1K pages. All the tables addressed by one page directory therefore can address 1 megabyte 1 M pages. Because each page contains 4 kilobyte, the table of one page directory can span the entire physical address space of 80386. is to the power 20 times into to the power 12, that is to the power 32. How? Now we will discuss here again. In this diagram, you can see this is your higher part. That is 10 part, that is also 10 bit part, that is 12 bit part. So to the power 10 into to the power 10, that is total to the power 20, and to the power 20 into to the power 12, that is to the power 32. So your physical address size is to the power 32. Now descriptor. Again, descriptor we have also discussed in previous lectures when we discuss system segment descriptor. When we discuss a descriptor, at that time we discuss base address, limit field, access byte, DPL field, granularity bit, present bit, etc. Now you can see descriptor here. Here we have two diagrams of descriptor, 80286 descriptor and 80386 descriptor. In that case, you can see in a 80286 descriptor, base field that provide the base address again, access right that provide means you can access this descriptor or not, limit field that provide the size of your segment descriptor, and now you will see 80386, second diagram 80386 descriptor. Here again you have same bits like base address that provide the base address of your segment descriptor, access right bit that provide the access, you're checking the privilege label, by checking the privilege label it provide the access, then limit field provide the segment size, AV bit means available bit that check your available for the user or not, then D bit, this is your default bit or big bit, then granularity bit that define the size of your segment descriptor. If this bit is 0, in that case your segment size is 1 byte unit or total 1 megabyte memory you can address. If G bit is set to 1, in that case your unit size is 4 KB or you can address 4 GB of total memory address. Then limit field again define the size of your segment, and base field define the base address of your segment. Now you can see here granularity bit, 20 bit field assumed to be measure units of 1 byte, G equal to 1, the limit field is in units of 4 KB, default size D bit, D equal to 0, operand contained within that segment R is 16 bit in this size, or D equal to 1 means operand are assumed to be 32 bit. So D bit basically define the size of your operand. If D bit is set to 0, here you can see in this diagram D bit. If D bit is set to 0, your operand size is 16 bit. If your D bit is equal to 1, your operand size is 32 bit. Available descriptor is available for user or it is for use by the operating system. Available AV equal to 0 used by operating system, or AV equal to 1 available for the user. You can see here this is available bit. If this bit is 0, that means it is available for the operating system. If it is 1, means it is available for the user. So these are the example of D bit. For code segment, D equal to 0 means 16 bit operand, D equal to 1 means 32 bit operand. Then for stack segment, D equal to 0, 16 bit, D equal to 1, 32 bit. Then type of descriptors. So this topic we will discuss into next lecture. Thank you.